I'm Ryan Horst, along with my co-hosts Noah Baraclow and Matthew Plotchek for today's NFL preview show. Today we'll be talking seasonal awards like MVP, Rookie of the Year. We'll be doing favorites heading into this year's season, and we'll talk some fantasy football. I think this year's MVP is definitely going to be a quarterback. I'm thinking something like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. What do you think, Noah?
I think it's probably going to be a running back because the defenses are getting, kind of weaker and weaker because the points are kind of stacking on top of each other. There's multiple 30-point games this year every week, and I think it's probably going to be a running back like Devontae Freeman, who's had 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. And I don't think Ezekiel Elliott can back that up. He had a 1,400-yard season last year, but I don't think so again.
Matthew?
2 words, Ezekiel Elliott. He is going to run the NFL, and he is going to win MVP. Last year as a rookie, he stomped through a ton of defenses, and I think he's going to do even better this year and lead the Cowboys all the way to the Super Bowl.
For Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year, for an Offensive Rookie of the Year, I'm thinking one of those wide receivers like John Ross or Mike Williams. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think it's Jamal Adams on the Jets. What about Noah?
I say for offense, I think it's O.J. Howard for the Buccaneers. I think if by drafting a tight end in the first round, they're obviously going to replace theirs. Cameron Brate is a Pro Bowl tight end, but if they're going to draft one that high, he's definitely going to be replaced this year. And I say Derek Barnett of the Eagles. I just think that they got rid of Nolan Carroll, and I think he's going to step in big in that part.
But Nolan Carroll's a corner.
Defensive back. So
Yeah, Derek Barnett's a defensive edge. Like, he's a rusher.
still going to be a great defensive player.
All right, what about you, Matthew?
I don't know if he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I think Deshaun Watson's going to do really well this year as a rookie. He played amazing in college, and I just think he's going to have all those targets to throw to, and I think he's going to do very well in the passing game.
For Deshaun Watson, do you think he's going to get the minutes to possibly put up Rookie of the Year numbers?
I think they're going to trust him a little bit, play him pretty much in the first couple games, see how he does, and I think he's going to do really well. And I think he will be their starting quarterback for this year.
Okay, now on to favorites heading into the season. We don't need to waste time with any of those other awards. They don't really matter. For favorites heading into the season, I think that the Patriots and the Falcons are really heavy favorites, definitely in the playoffs.
Cowboys.
All right.
Every season, the Cowboys are contenders. And I think
Even when
they're
they
going
went
to
4-12?
Yes, even when they went 4-12. I think they're going to do really well this season.
All right, well, I'll leave that away for now. And I think the Patriots and the Falcons are definitely in the playoffs, heavy favorites to return to the Super Bowl. Another contender is the Seahawks. I think they can come back from a season last year where they didn't do as well as they wanted to. I think Russell Wilson will be great for them. What about you, Noah?
I think the Patriots are a big favorite every year. It's kind of like the Cavs in the NBA, where they're just contenders every year for different reasons. Mostly it's because of their star players. And I think for the AFC, it's going to be a mix between teams like Seahawks, and I think that if Deshaun Watson can pull off a thing like Dak Prescott can, if he drafted that high, and Deshaun Watson was the 12th pick and Dak Prescott was the 5th round, I think if he can surpass that, the Texans could even make it to the playoffs.
Now to one last topic, fantasy. We're only going to be talking about sleepers on today's show. Noah, who do you think a good sleeper is for this season?
I think Travis Kelce was one of the best tight ends last year, and I think he's actually going to fall to like the 5th round in the draft. And most people don't think about picking tight ends that high, but I think he's
what
a
about
great
you,
pick.
Matthew?
Gronkowski's always a good pick. He's pretty solid with the Patriots. And I think if, Dak Prescott falls, I think he's going to have an even better fantasy season than he did last year. But, Tom Brady's a good pick. If you have a high pick, always go with Tom Brady. He's always really good, and he always racks up a ton of fantasy points.
Obviously, lots of tight ends are sleepers, but I'm going to have to go for a wide receiver here. John Ross, rookie on the Bengals. He's really fast. They'll probably throw a lot of deep balls to him, so he could potentially rack up lots of points with the heavy yardage that could come from that. So I think John Ross is a really good sleeper. Thanks for watching the show today. I'm Ryan Horst, along with my co-hosts Noah Baraclow and Matthew Plotchek.